Hey, welcome to the Pink Parley. It's your fine ass host, Molly, and welcome to the show. As you see today, I have my girl, Erika.
What's up?
At ESFR Erotic.
Thank you for having me. Hey, y'all, what's up?
What's up, y'all? Thank you so much for tuning in. If y'all have subscribed to the Pink Parley channel, make sure you do that right now. I have exciting parlays every Sunday at 8 p.m. PST.
Follow. Also, you can follow me at ES4Erotic or at the eSpot LA on Instagram.
All right, period. And I want to thank you for coming through to the parlay. I was so excited once I saw your page and saw that you was into massages and a lot of erotic, BDSM, tantric type of sensual, freaky, kinky things I just love.
I do love all of those things.
Yes, girl. So we're going to get into all the stuff that you work on.
Awesome. Thank you for having me. Yeah. I was super excited. I always love to spread information. So this is awesome.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, you're going to definitely put them all on game. So roll up if you smoke, sip your drink if you drink, and if you got to be sober, then just listen to this realness he finna give y'all, okay?
That's right.
Hey now. Sip it on that Taylor pork. How you like that?
It's tasty. Because I'm not really a drinker, you guys. I'm more of a smoker. So this, it tastes like berries in my mouth.
Okay. And see, last time I had some pussy in my mouth, last time I was at Taylor Park, I was turned up on my story. So yeah.
I'm gonna have to find that one.
I don't think he was following me yet.
That might be right before.
Oh yeah, that was her. I'm gonna have to show you that one.
Sounds like a good day.
That was a time. So I always like to let them know where you from and where you representing.
I grew up in San Diego, and right now I am from LA, and I am representing the Kink community.
Okay, so, and then the Kink community.
And the Kink community, more. I am a tantric therapist. I have been a massage therapist, a holistic healer for over 20 years now, 23 years now. Ooh. So I host events. I do workshops. I teach all over nationally. So I also work a little bit in the adult industry. So I do a lot of different things. I'm busy.
I love that.
I do a lot of kinky things. A lot of my work. I went to a vanilla party recently, and I feel so damn, I can't get naked if I wanted to. Not that I want to, but if I wanted to, I can't. It just feels weird.
And I actually want to talk about a time where maybe you weren't maybe being your full true self, maybe, and maybe you were more. There's a picture I've seen of you, and you had your hair kind of done conservative. You were dressed conservatively. You looked gorgeous. But I know in that caption you were saying a lot of this was the old me, and now that you are free, you're yourself,
Yeah,
words, but
it's almost like another lifetime ago, because you just look and go, man, I can't believe that was me. I was married. I'm 44 years old, so I've had a lot of life, I feel happen. So there was many years where I worked in corporate America. It was still in health, but I worked with weight loss and with nutrition. And so I was still I've always had a job where I was helping people. All of them have always been in helping or nasty. Because then I was also a dancer for 15 years before that, 10 years before that. Okay. So it's like I said, I've lived multiple lives, but during that time, my children were in high school. I felt as though I had to present this certain way to even just kind of get them through that part of life. I was also married, and I was with a very conservative person. So it was hard to kind of keep that part of yourself where you kind of have to hold back so much.
Okay.
And so when I finally like separated from that person, I spent a lot of time like finding myself. And in finding myself, I reverted back to like my original like massage. And in doing that, I started, you know, training couples. And in doing that, kind of like one door led to the next door that led to the next door, which kind of like led me here.
Okay, period. I want to talk more about the word that you say, tantric. It's a word that I've seen before, but I feel like I don't know exactly what it means. It just sounds like a mystical.
So tantric is a lot about connection. It's a lot about energy. It's also about taking your time and not also rushing into moments with people. So in my workshops and in my classes, I teach like connection. I teach how to have a moment and how to interact with someone without, while being present. And that's, a lot of people don't even like realize that they're not present when they're whether it's in a lifestyle moment where you're surrounded by a bunch of people, or whether it's in like a personal moment. It's always very much about self. And I'm trying to teach how to make it about us and how to also make things last. And not just be real quick about it.
Okay. I must say your workshops be going up. And I know there was like a video and it's you with like a European or maybe Spanish type of man. I'm not sure. And it's like the whip and he's like, is that how she is? And he's like dragging it slowly down your back, whispering in your ear.
With King Noir. Yes. King Noir. King Noir is not European. He is very much part of the Black community.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
He's a little light-skinned in or something?
He is. He just a little light-skinned, you know. But King Noir, working with him was amazing. He is very, very prolific in the Black Kink community. He's actually one of like a huge reason of some of his work and his wife's work are like some of the first times that I ever saw like kink done in that beautiful way for Black folks. Like before that, you know, look up, you know, flogging and it's your blonde girl, your white guy, and that's not beautiful. Not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me. Not what I'm into. Doesn't reflect me at all. So I think I saw a flogging video of his, and this is like this is a cool minute ago. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And I was like, man, I want that. Like, I want that. I crave that. And that was before I ever even got into like, taking that journey for myself. So that was, it was an awesome experience to work with him, just because if you are, you know, into impact or into, DS, like Dom sub relation, interactions, just an awesome person to learn from and to be, you know, in space with.
Wow, that sounds beautiful. The one thing I want to touch upon is I know you were saying that when you first started finding your way in the kink community, it wasn't really like a lot of Black people in the kink community, and you did find that.
It was, so, you know, it started out with like in the lifestyle, you know, like, as soon as I was, you know, free to kind of like figure out like really like who and what I need and who I am, I started like experiencing different like lifestyle parties. And you would walk in and it would be like, just to see not Black people. I just see not Black people with, you know, maybe some 80s, like some 80s rock playing in the background. And it's fun. And it's fun at first because you've never been in that environment. So you're like, oh, this is awesome. And then, but you become the only Black girl. You become that girl. You're like, oh, and I don't want to be the only pretty Black girl. I want to be surrounded by beautiful Black people. Like, I want to be surrounded by beautiful brown people. I want to be surrounded by multicultural. I want it to look like me.
Did you almost feel in a way that you were over fetishized, not because of the whole kink things, just because you're the Black girl?
Yeah.
And the only one everyone's like,
yes.
Okay.
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%. And that's what I mean when I say it's like, you don't want to I didn't want to be in a place where I was just the only person that looked like myself. I want to I want to blend in sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, and I want to also have someone that's also kind of like experiencing the same thing that I'm experiencing. Mm-hmm. And when I first started going to these original events, although I did have a good time and it like, you know, like like you learn a lot, it wasn't what I needed. So then I had to like really switch my intention. And I was like, manifesting Black people, like manifesting, like, can I find events with people of color? Can I find events with, you know, and it wasn't even kink events. It was like, I want to find events with people of color. And so that led me to, like a kinky game night that was really, really led by some Black folks. And I was like, my tribe. Okay. I was like, I missed you. Like, open arms ran and I ain't never gone back. Okay. And so it just kind of flourished from that stepping stone of actually being like, okay, damn. So I knew I wasn't the only one in LA that felt like this. I knew I wasn't the only freaky one. I just had to dig deep and find y'all.
You gotta get deep. I only know one Black girl ever in my life, and now you're the second that was really into that. It was a girl named Wonder. I don't know if you ever heard of her, but she does tattoos. She used to work at Project Ink. Wonder. I'll have to show you her. She'll go by Wonder Bread, but she's a female tat artist.
I think I do know who you're talking about. Yeah.
She was like,
but I would have to see them, but I think I've heard the name for sure.
Yeah.
Wonder. I was like, Wonder Bread. That sounds very familiar.
Yeah, she was kind of like ratchet tattoo artist, like tatting all the girls. Like she was out there, but she was definitely into BDSM kink. She was kind of the first one to tell me about that, and then me being a sex worker is when I kind of started hearing more about the BDSM. But yeah, I'm like hella excited to just see like, how deep do you really go into the BDSM? Because I know you're more on the passionate tantric side, but do you ever go very intense on the pain level?
For me, like I love pain. Like I'm inflicted on myself, and I also have. Like I do impact work and stuff like that as well. But I like it both. I like it both ways.
Girl, I'm scared of you, girl. How the hell you get into this?
I like it both ways. Like because we're always ever growing. You know what I mean? Like who I was yesterday is definitely not who I'm going to be tomorrow. So I think there will hopefully always be new things that I find that I like. I hope I never get a cap. I hope I am constantly being metamorphosized into like going, oh my God, like not only do I like it, but I'm fulfilled or I'm good at it as well or whatever. So, you know, I definitely like it both ways.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely interested in your workshop because I just like learning about sex and just getting exposed to new sexual things. I definitely want you to talk more about the workshops because you offer for singles, couples, thruples.
Right. So they're always different. Like sometimes it is like a beginner level. You know, we're just talking about massage and talking about how to even get through maybe a 30-minute massage, like with someone without stopping, without having to, you know, like without fucking them. Because how many times does somebody touch you and like, oh, baby, let me get a massage. And they're like, yeah. And then within like 5 minutes, it's like, cheeks.
Of course,
cheeks
that's
clapping.
what the point of the massage is.
No, that's not what
help you get
See,
in.
this is why you need to come to the
I'll
damn
spread up my thighs. Get up in there. Oh, that's not what she's supposed to do?
Because so if you are with someone that you are trying to be like intimate with, right? Or even if you're with a client, right?
Right.
Do you want to make, you know, however much you'll make in 30 minutes? Or do you want to make however much you could make in like 3 hours by taking them through, or, you know, 95, like however long, like extending that time and doing almost less than what you're talking about.
I ain't gonna hold you. It depends on the client. Sometimes you want them to fuck out of here. I ain't even gonna hold you. You can be irritated. But you know what though? Like I ain't gonna lie. I like the way that you go about it because you could really get some money out of a person, really connect differently with a person.
And
versus just
right, and it's and whether it's for like financial gain or whether it's for a personal, you know, a personal moment, it teaches you also how to make them how to create like a bond, you know what I mean? So that you can have your repeat person, that how you can also keep them, you know, like in your space.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, like it's
like mind control almost in a sense. Sensual control. I don't know. It's like control everywhere.
It is. And that's why like a lot of times I used to really think that I was more on the submissive side. But when it comes to like my business and when it comes to like when you are on my table, you're completely mine. Okay. Like I don't care if you're Dom, like that is definitely a switch in my brain of when I take over. So then you have classes like that, or you have like the oral exam where we talk about, you know, how to, you know, work with your partner and giving head, or how to work with your partner in different positions, how to work with your partner. And we have multiple couples. So it's really so much fun because the couples are able to interact. They're able to kind of like switch. So for those people that are maybe interested in like lifestyle, but they've never done it, right? Say you're interested in meeting other couples that are kind of freaky, but you've never actually been to a play party. The workshop is where you want to go to kind of like get your feet wet in being in that kind of like sensual space with other people, right?
Yeah.
Because when you go to just a play party, sometimes it can be shocking. Like if you have never been to something like that.
Yeah.
So you have like I would call them like the workshops are like level 1, right?
Yeah.
And then I have like my art and kink event, like where we display different local artists, whether they are painters or whether they are like performance artists, like performance kink artists. And it's based on their performances. You got like a level 2, you know what I mean? Because there's play, but it's not like focused play. It's also focused on the practitioner. Then you have like a level 3, which is like the party that's coming up, which is a full fucking play party. Like every room is fucking like it's not as performance based. The party that's coming or the event that's coming up is definitely, I call it like a gift to my swingers. Like this is me thanking you for dealing with all my bullshit. Thank you for dealing with all my bullshit and all of my kinky shit throughout the year. I love to have one full blown fuck fest, like a full blown party where you can come. And this is like not for a level 1. This is not for a newbie.
Okay.
I say it. I said, this is not for newbies. This is for somebody that has been coming and want to come.
One thing I like about you is that you be like, when you promote like your workshops or your parties, for example, you be having like a lineup of like all the fine ass motherfuckers that's about to be there and shit. You know, like you have people ready. Like, ooh, you be having some fine ass people on your lineup, men and women.
So I always, this is what I tell people, and it's gorgeous. You know, we have some beautiful guests like that come and support. And what I tell people, whether it's in like mind, body, or spirit, like in the way that they are beautiful, it's like, if I'm like me and you're my homie, if you invite someone else, they're going to be like me because we're friends. So it ends up being like a duplication of people that kind of are very, very like-minded. So you just end up in a room full of like people that are going to vibe off each other. Like the space is a vibe. Like it is so beautiful and so much energy that it is definitely a wonderfully curated space. I love it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know you had your Dreamy Nights 3, right?
Yeah, the Dreamy Summer Nights. That was a couple weeks ago.
How did that go? Looked like it went amazing.
Girl, it was crazy.
Tell them.
It was crazy. It was crazy. The house was gorgeous. There's always things that happen behind the scenes that nobody knows about to like make shit happen. I was like shuttling people back and forth like me. Like,
because
like we didn't have somebody to do it. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. So I'm like literally like picking people up from their cars, taking them to the place. The house was, I want to say it was 6 or 7 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, pool, jacuzzi, outdoor bathroom or outdoor shower. There was a sauna. We had classes throughout the day. So we had like an impact class. We had, and that was with Sir Valentino, who is a wonderful, wonderful dom. We had Shibari, which is like, or we had a ropes class. We had a body movement class, which was like, something for the root chakra. We also had a yoga. So during the day, we just kind of like were able to vibe out, listen to good music. If people, it was in Malibu on a nudist resort. Ooh. So people were able to be naked if they wanted to be. People were able to just kind of like vibe out. And as the night progressed, the music turned up, the clothes came off, and it was crazy. It was crazy. They went wild. I was it was my anniversary. So it was like Dreamy Summer Nights 3 was the third and final Dreamy Summer Nights. Okay. And I wanted to like have that concept kind of like go out with a bang. And I had never done a pool party. So it was the first pool party. We had like 180 guests with the staff. It was like over 200 people there.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Ooh. And like it's a safe space for the LGBT community. It's a safe space for, our Black and brown folk. It is a safe space for people that are also newer to the lifestyle. Although that party went really, really crazy. I had people that were like, oh my gosh, this is my first party. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, have you been upstairs to the dungeon? Dungeon? What do you mean? I'm like, the dungeon, like, go upstairs. I see these people later. They tied to the thing, naked, getting beat in a vacuum. Like they're turning the fuck up. Life. It was gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, I love it. I love when I can make so many people happy, like at one time. Like it's my guilty pleasure. Like
I feel like everyone should be fucking. Like I condone sex all the time.
Fucking.
So that's why I feel like I'll be very much like in my element. I think I've found my like gateway in to this community, but I know like it's so like secretive kind of that you need to kind of be brought in. That's what everyone always tells me.
So it's not that it's secretive, right? It's that there are different strokes for different folks, right? So the events that I put on are very tailored, very curated. I am like very big on safety. I do consent speeches at the beginning of every event. My vetting process is very like intense. Like you have to send in all of your information. You are vetted before you even come through the doors. Like you can be walking around a party for the first time and I'll walk up to you and be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Cause I personally read your vetting and I personally saw who was coming first. Rather than going to, there are other parties where you might go to like a gangbang. You know what I mean? Like, and it's going to be a different vibe. You might go to a party where it's, a hotel party. You might go. So there are different vibes and you have to find, just like instead of being like where I like the 80s rock music, you got to find your vibe. And everybody has something different to offer. So it's just about like, I think being multifaceted. Like I personally enjoy like kink and BDSM and those types of things. So my events directly reflect my nasty ass brain. Somebody else's events will directly reflect their nasty ass brain. So you just kind of gotta like take your toe in. You do your pinky toe and then the whole foot and then just jump your ass in and have a good time.
Okay, period. Shit. Well, let's talk more about like foreplay for you, because I feel like foreplay for you is a lot of the kink and the BDSM things. There are so many things from nipple clamps. I've seen shit that fucking shocks you, and I mean, like, there's so many different gadgets for that. Are you into any of those crazy things?
I'm into. So, like, foreplay for me starts like when I first see you.
Okay.
If I can usually tell within a few seconds if I want to fuck somebody. Like, it's real.
Me too.
It's real immediate.
And I can read good dick energy.
Like,
always.
Yeah. Game recognized game. Good. You know what I mean? Like, and I can, like, immediately. So I can, within the breath, know I want to fuck you. So now we're playing. Now, if you read that shit, now we're already like fucking in my mind. Like we're already on our way there.
Yeah, that's me.
Right. Like, so I like fireplay.
Oh, girl.
I love fire play. I love like fire play with wax and knife. Like where
Hold on now.
So I like it when you take the fire and you light the candle and then you drip the wax on the body and then you take it off with a knife. That shit is sexy. That shit is sexy.
Does it cut your skin?
No, because we're not doing it this way, but we're definitely doing it this way. And you could just feel the heat.
A butter knife?
I mean, mentally, I think a butter knife wouldn't do it for me because I'm like,
girl,
you don't get this butter.
I'm like, Lord Jesus, let it be a little plastic or a
Wait
butter.
a minute, you said a butter knife. I'm done. Next time I see you, I'm gonna have a butter knife for you. No, like it's like I want to see like a sexy knife. I want to see something like tailored. Okay. I want to see something that is like, I mean, because like it's the danger and also you being such a craftsman and to know how to use this apparatus with my body. Sexy. Because once again, we're working in my mind first before we're getting into like my vagina, like because I like to be mentally fucked.
Yeah,
hard, right?
Okay.
So, I also like I love impact. Like I love impact with different. I think floggers are my favorite.
And then impacts, because you did say that earlier, but what exactly are impacts?
So impact could be like your hand,
like penetrations, right?
Yeah. Pop,
Okay.
pop. But impact.
Like slapping your body.
Yeah, could be.
Oh, I'm thinking inside of you, like penetration.
That's the fucking, but I like that too. I do like
that's
that.
impact. Okay. Not bad. Oh, impact. See, that's why like now I'm even more fucked up. Oh my God, girl, impact, man, you was getting hit
He was
all
like,
the time.
isn't that shit deep? That's
literally why my impact went.
Oh, I love it.
I'm going to impact. I need to learn to take dick better.
Okay, I'm done. I love it. Impact is when you getting popped. Like when someone is putting their hands on you or someone is using a tool. I love impact. I love when I have like marks left on me. Like, so I do like pressure. Yeah, like anything that is a little heavier hand. I like enjoy choking. I don't like nipple clamps. I don't like it.
You went.
Did you see my
Girl, no.
I didn't even know I made a face.
Okay, so you did try it before.
Oh yeah,
How was your experience?
Who bit my nipple 2 weeks? I was at a party. And this is like when it comes up to like consent and shit. I was at like this regular play party. Yeah. Like, and this girl was like, because I got crazy nipples. Like I love them. And she's like, oh my God, you have great nipples. And just bit the shit out of my nipple. But like, bitch, if you don't get off my titty, like, oh my God. Like, I'm like, oh my God. I'm so offended. Yeah, no, ouch. I don't like any. I love for them to be sucked. Look how I started playing with them. So I love for them to be sucked. I love for them to be licked like an ice cream cone. I love for them to be like all the biting. No, like immediate turn off. Okay. Immediate turn off.
Praise your nipples are probably extra sensitive, so those bites probably really like
hurt. Oh my God, they hurt so bad because they're big, they're juicy.
I imagine them being like you got some nice like long nipples. You got the nice like.
So I do have those. I want to get, what I want to get is like, have you seen the little like fake nipple piercings that kind of go over it and you can like screw them on? I want to get those because then you can like put them to like a certain degree where you're not just fucking your shit up. Yeah. But you know, we could work on it. Maybe, like I said, I'm ever evolving. Maybe in a couple years, I will like somebody biting on my titties, but not right now. Now biting other places, I do love that shit. Yeah. Like... we fucking and you just bite the shit out of me out of nowhere. Like, just, I love primal animal. I'm an animal. I need animal fucking energy.
I love that. So if a man is too soft with you or don't want to do none of that, look at the face. Look at your soft ass up out of here. I love it.
I will try. And it will just fuck it up for you and me because that's not what I want.
I want to talk more about, it made me think about a sexual prime because I've had people tell me like, you ain't even about your sexual prime yet because I'm nasty as fuck. But, you know, I'm 31.
Prime.
But they say once a woman is 35, they say that's when a woman is at her real sexual prime. Did you have any experience with that where you really felt that?
Yeah, because I think that's when like, because I was with my ex for a long time, very faithful, like with him for a lot of years, but we were not like sexually compatible. And so I spent a lot of years of not being like, I hate to say it because it doesn't reflect them, but not being sexually satisfied at all. And then when I started like exploring like my own sexuality and being like very open to what I wanted and what I needed, like, girl, I did so much shit from like, I'm from 39, 40 to now, like, like that first year I did everything that I could fucking ever had even kind of sort of went through my brain. I think I did it. I definitely think I did it. Like, 2 guys at the same time. Like, I did like DVP for my like birthday, like for my birthday.
Cause I want a DP. I haven't had it yet.
Oh, so DVP is like 2 dicks in your pussy, like at the same time. Look at your face, like, right? Oh,
you did it?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I want to do it again. I want to.
It felt that good. I bet because it's 2 different angles hitting like.
I would definitely do it again.
I'm going to sex party tomorrow.
I would, oh yeah, I might see you there.
No,
I'm
please.
I definitely may pull up.
I mean, I honestly feel like I'm comfortable enough. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, what are you guys doing? I think I'll be very intrigued and very engaged. I'm pretty sure I would want to peep the scenery first before I just bust down. Right. But you never know. I might see something that I really like. And if that's the thing, if I'm seeing something, I'm like, I gotta have that. Like, I'm gonna go for it.
I say whenever you go to someplace your first time, if you do not go with someone else, be sure to not overdrink, not oversmoke, not do anything where you do not know, like, your head is not on the swivel because you're new to this space. And I don't suggest for anybody who is new to go into a space without like friends or without, being like completely like aware, like really of your surroundings. So just stay aware. Keep your, play, have a good time. Just always, because I've had horror stories where I've been playing and look behind me where somebody's about to stick their dick in me or like eat me out or do crazy shit. And because I didn't see them, like they're behind me. Yeah. So I always like tell girls, I'm like, just make sure that you're staying. Don't get so faded that you aren't. Wait till you know people to get that faded with them.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on. So I ain't gonna lie, I might pop me a little pill or something and be like on one. But like other than that, like I don't really fuck around too much.
Right.
But yeah, I've been really excited. So what are like some of the concerns people have? Kind of like some people might be like, protection. Do people get STDs at these type of things? How do you keep yourself protected and just everything like that?
So for my events, I really like try to have people like tested. I have like a consent. I personally go get tested once a month. Like I personally go get tested, whether I play with people or whether I don't, because I like to keep myself on a rotation. Yes. I record that shit. I post it because I'm a huge advocate for safe sex and keeping yourself safe, because then you're also keeping like the community safe. So, I do that. Whenever I have a private event, you are not allowed to attend my event if you haven't been tested. Okay. Because I do have, because at my parties it's hard for me to fuck. Yeah. Period. I'm driving people in the mountain car. You know what I mean? Like I'm doing all this crazy shit. So I never really I'm never able to engage the way that I would like to, because it's 180 fucking people. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if I was fucking in the corner and they're like, well, I need whatever, like I'm, but when I do have private or like more intimate events, like say if I'm having an event with like 20 people, those 20 people have all been tested. You don't have to question walking through the door. At this event, E's already had those. They're already tested and they've shown her their test results. I think that like as a community, we should all kind of be like that to an extent. I tried to do that at my larger parties. It is very, very hard to I don't want to say police, but it's really hard when you have over 100 people to keep them within a certain range of testing. Yes. But you have to be diligent on go get tested. I post sites where you can do free testing, where you don't have to do free testing, where you could do this. I'm constantly talking about safe sex. Now, safe sex, could also be when you decide to play at these parties, it is really, really your responsibility. And I repeat it, to ask someone to show you their test results. It takes 5 seconds. Okay. And if somebody is weird about it, you gotta look at them weird about it. Anyone that ever is like, what do you mean? When's the last time I get tested? If you give me that response, I'm probably not gonna fuck you. Because everybody that I fuck with is like, oh shit, I just got tested. You know, like, even if it's last month, like 2 months ago, you giving me some kind of answer is better than you being like offended that I asked you. If someone is offended that you asked them, when was the last time they got tested? You look at them shifty. Yeah. Because them motherfuckers probably ain't been tested in fucking 9 months. Yeah. They probably had a baby. Like,
one thing I will say, just being a sex worker, just in general, like, I really do feel like people just know to be clean for the most part. You know what I'm saying? But you do have those ones that are fucked up. But it's good to know that you guys do care about these tests. Because I'm thinking just anybody, tweakers, whoever pull up is getting it cracking. You know?
So for one, you can't get...
It's good to know these things.
I'm vetted. My parties are vetted. Yeah. 2, you won't get the address to my event until you're vetted. So you won't know where you're going. And not just vetting like, oh, you called me. But vetting, you need to send me all of your social media, your photo, your email address. What was your favorite color? Tell me what I'll send it to you. But it is a very extensive, like, vetting process. Like, we would like to know about you.
That's why
you can't just hop up just because you saw my party on FetLife. I don't know, because then you end up with a bunch of uncles that, you know what I mean? Random bikers. Like, who the fuck are these bikers at my party? No. I would rather have 75 people at my event that are very well vetted, that I know who the fuck they are, than 200 fucking people that paid me money that I don't know who they are. Any day of the week. Because the party gonna be way different. The experience is gonna be way different. And now I'm responsible. I'm fucking responsible for these people. And like, I've been doing this for so long where, like, the community, I love my community. Yes. Like you said, you were looking through them, like, and seeing all these people. I like
beautiful people.
Beautiful people, beautiful spirited people, like, great folks. And I truly care about them. And
I see you get a little teary-eyed.
Like, well, no, because it does me a service to provide this space, where they can fucking feel free, right, to walk around booty naked and not be grabbed, right? Mm-hmm. And, like, to have someone say, hey, you look fucking good. Do you mind if I touch you?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? That's so sexy.
Yeah.
Like, you mind if I touch you? Okay. Like, you know what I mean?
That's amazing that it's that much respect in an environment where women are butt naked. I've been to clubs with literally fully clothed and had niggas smacking on my ass, touching on me, like, what? So that's beautiful.
And you can't get that environment if you don't know who's there.
Yeah. So let's say I'm on my way to one of these kinky parties. Let's go. What should I bring with me? Because, like, I would even know what I should bring. Should I bring nothing?
So you could bring your hoe bag. Okay. Hey. You could bring your hoe bag. Your hoe bag will consist of lube. Your hoe bag will consist of a change of clothes, something to, like, wash yourself with in case you want to. They have showers there. Your whole belt, condoms. Condoms. You want to have some condoms in there. Whatever. I mean, shit, snacks, whatever you want to, like, throw in your back, like, the whole bag. Yeah. I have my backpack. Like, you want to, whatever, your toys, if you have different toys that you want to pull up in, that you want to play with, that you want to, where's the toy?
But the thing is, like, I put it in my ass last night and I didn't wash it off. That's why I'm like, it doesn't have any shit or anything like that. Enema before. I just don't know if I wouldn't be like, here, girl, after I know I just put it in my booty and wash it.
She got this fucking toy, y'all.
I'm not gonna show you.
Okay, but you gotta have to put it. I'm like, put it in a little bag. But okay, we'll do it afterwards.
Afterwards, because, like, that's
I'm gonna take a picture with it and I will post the toy. How about that?
Yes, because you gotta get it. It feels so good, girl. And it's like it's some little tentacle, little suction cups.
Fucking tentacle. So we're talking about porn, right? So I got a thing for, like, crazy looking dildos, like monstrous. apparatuses. And the motherfucker got one. I said, "Ooh,
a couple." Yeah, so I'm into anal gaping porn. And it even goes as deep as anal prolapse, and I do kind of like it, but I'm scared to personally do it myself. But I have been trying, but I'm scared. So it's like I'm like confessing this to the world. I don't tell nobody. It's like shh.
So how that shit like that big, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have video?
I do have a video.
I'm gonna watch this video.
So
we're gonna put it into I'm gonna manifest this. I'm gonna watch this video. Yes. And I'm gonna watch it with a smile on my face. And I'm gonna let you guys know. To tune the fuck in.
We like
tune the fuck in.
It's like I'm training my asshole now for it. So now where I'm at, I'm like almost at the last little ring on the bottom that will get the whole toy in there. Oh, like I'm just that last one. So
does it have something on the end to pull that motherfucker out?
Well, because it's kind of like, how do I explain it? You know how toys are where it kind of locks in, but it's not going to go all the way in.
Be careful.
Because it has like that little flat bottom.
Okay, yeah. Cool. That's I want to try it because I'm definitely an anal wrangler. Like I definitely love some good anal sex. So
yes,
and
I love like good toys.
Thick, hard. Thick and
the
hard.
The bigger, the better. I be trying to tell people, stop fucking with them little bitty ass anal plugs. They don't do nothing, baby.
Yeah, no.
Get
like
you a
something
big toy.
Because your whole body changes around that shit. You be like, oh, yeah. Okay.
I be just so like weak. Oh my God. I be breaking out in sweat. I be shaking. I be coming. It just be so much. And I'm like, definitely get into that anal toy shit.
I love it.
Yeah.
Ooh, cheers to that. Oh, so you already finished. Cheers.
I know, right? I've been kicked in, girl. I know, right? And I'm so like, I want to just thank you because I'm happy I just waited on this because again, I was so scared of getting into those type of parties because I would have been went, but then like I was hearing like it might be like tweaker vibes. I'm like, I didn't watch like 50 Shades of Grey. Like I want more of that high end masquerade. I don't know how I did I didn't know how I was gonna get into there, but I'm just like everyone's been coming to me, and this is like exactly what I've been wanting to do for so long. Right. So I'm just happy that you're here today, and like I feel so much more comfortable just knowing the process, knowing what I need to bring, like just those little things just makes me feel so more at comfort. Like
because I mean I wish I would have had somebody to tell me all that shit. Like I wish I would have showed up to a party with like a little purse. You know what I mean? Like and not even nothing really in my car, not even because so it's always like I sometimes I try to put myself back into like the headspace of like when I first went, because it's almost like remember when you first went to a club for the first time and the lights and the shit, it was so twinkly, that it was just like this thing. So a lot of times when I go to regular like just across like lifestyle parties, I'm not because it doesn't have like things happening. So I need to be like really like, because I'm nasty as fuck. Like I'm nasty. So I want to see some shit. I want to see some shit to like get like I want to see some shit. I want to like maybe have some shit done. So I really like enjoy events like that. So, I think it will be good for you to like see both like all the different kind of like aspects of things. Like it's gonna be fun. Okay. It's always fun to like watch the journey, and you get to start the journey like not with the 1985's like Guns N' Roses playing in the background. So it's you already like 5 steps ahead. Like it's a blessing. Okay. It's gonna be awesome. Like. It'll be a lot of fun, and you'll meet a lot of people. I
want to network, a lot too. Yeah.
The next event is a masquerade. Y'all, the next event that I'm having in October is Storybook Masquerade. So it will definitely be some a visual fuck, a mental fuck, and a body fuck. Like, I love the way that the community like puts their outfits together and puts your this will be very, very interesting to see what everybody wears. I'm very excited.
I'm excited too. I gotta look for my little pink masquerade outfit I'm gonna be wearing for sure.
Yes. And the theme is storybook. So it's like, what's your favorite story? So, what if it was like the Hunchback of Notre Dame? You might dress up as Esmeralda, who was a little stripper. Ooh. She's a little stripper. You know what I mean?
I could put a twist on it.
I was like, thinking of like very outside the box, like what if you were like into like Edgar Allan Poe and showed up like as a raven, like that would be dope. Or like into like Anne Rice, and you could be any of the vampire. Like it's just so many different things that you could do. Shit, you'd be Alice in Wonderland and eat me. Like
I'm assuming this is like for the Halloween too, correct?
This is for Halloween, correct?
And this is like my dream. I've been feeling like the masquerade shit is how you supposed to do a swinger party. Like that's just so cool.
The original reason for doing the masquerade is because I do have a lot of industry folk that show up.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, how can I make a way for them to feel comfortable where they can come and enjoy themselves and they don't have to feel like people are like looking at them?
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh man, I'm going to do a masquerade. And the masquerade was actually my first event that I said no phones.
Yeah.
And so that has been kind of like the trend now. Like now there are no phones in my events as well, because I also feel like, one, you should live in the moment. Like you should really, really try to, how I was talking about before, be present. And I remember not having my phone and just fucking partying like back in the day, because you just like going hard. And so I want people to just have a good time. But then there are some people that don't want to be in the background of a photo on accident. There's some people that don't want to, they're not trying to have their lives broadcast like that. So we have media that are at the events. We're able to know who wants to be photographed, who doesn't want to be photographed, but there's like no like cell phones in my events. There are like designated areas, but it's pretty much a very, very private, very safe, very fucking nasty environment with dope artists, beautiful people, like people that are just like, really, really top of their craft. That was another reason why I started the events. Was I know so many Black and brown practitioners that there wasn't a lot of spaces that where you're able to put on the kind of things that I believe that we should be able to do, and in the way that I think that we should do them. Like it should be decadent. It should be fucking beautiful. I want it to be luxurious. I want it to just be like you said, like I want to walk into somewhere and I want to feel like it's eyes wide shut. I want to feel sexy and sensuous, like a temptress. And I can't do that when I be fucking in a little, in a little thing. I need some shit that is very well like put together. And so having the different artists that are there, they're really able to go fucking ham. They're able to have these really cool, performances. So I love it. I love watching like us, like do us like this.
Yes. And it's crazy because you can't even film like everything from it. But I know you guys take a little pictures beforehand, smacking each other's booties. Everyone's ass is fat. But
there's some fat asses.
I see some fat asses.
There's some fat asses. It's all like from the talls to the smalls. Like it's just a little bit of everything. Yeah. But what is common is the community. You know what I mean? We might look different, but like our goal of the experience that we're craving, because the experience that we're craving is the same. We all want to have something that blows our mind and that we want to walk away from like, fuck, how am I like, people are going to walked away from Malibu like, we just fucking partied in Malibu till 6 a.m. until the sun come up. Like, I felt it was like 6 a.m. and everybody had left. And I like lit up a pre-roll.
Okay.
And I went and sat in the jacuzzi. And it was the first time I had been in the jacuzzi all night long. And I just smiled because I was like, well, we fucking did it. We fucking did it, because that had been a dream, is to put on like a retreat and have a space where all the people that I know could teach and also network. Because now when you're able to show what you do, now people can hire you for what you do. The people that, that may not have had a lot of content, right? You may not have had a lot of content before, but now you're going to be able to have a lot of content because we were able to put on this thing that gave you like bomb ass content. So now you can go get hired by somebody that can, shit. Hopefully you can get work doing something bigger than I do. Like and because I'm trying to eat too. We're all growing because I'm also a performer. So it's self-satisfying in multiple ways.
Oh, most definitely. Was there ever a time that you seen something so mind-blowing in your parties where you was like, damn, I wish I had my phone so I could record this?
Oh, well, shit. Like, yeah. This.
Okay. Can you speak a little? What maybe you got to say?
God damn. Oh, my gosh. This last event, there was, like, some beautiful things, like, going on. Like, beautiful orgies, like, where you just, like... Damn. Like, I don't know if I've seen this many bodies that like doing like that. You know what I mean? I saw people in the jacuzzi, like one of my homies posted because I asked like, what was your favorite part of the party? My homie said, watching the sun go down while getting my back blown out in the jacuzzi. Like you can't repeat stuff like that. And like, not just like in the jacuzzi, but like overlooking Malibu and the sun setting into the ocean. Like, I'm not going to do it again anytime soon, but I damn sure am happy that I did it that one time. And and every single time I'm like, ooh, like what could be fun? Like what could be like just something that has like not been done before, like or done in a different way. Cause there's always going to be kink events. There's always going to be LS events. Mm-hmm. There's always going to be different things where people can meet up and fuck or meet up and tap on each other and do these different things. But it's like, how can I make this one memorable? Yeah. And how can I really just like provide something for my guests that I don't think they may have gotten before. So you got to sit there and like rack your brain and like go, I don't think we've done that before. Let's see if we could do it. Like, let's see if we could do it. So each time that I have something, I hope it has a little bit of that. I hope that, and that's another reason why this was the dreamy summer night last one. Because I don't ever want to become stagnant in my ideas either. I don't ever want to like just lean on the back of some shit that I've been doing. I want to always like stay on the forefront of myself and keep myself creative and keep myself like on point and keep myself like innovative. So, next summer, we will do something else crazy. And I'm already thinking about it. I'm already thinking about next summer right now. I have like Christmas planned. I sit there and I try to I'm trying to not only do this here, I'm trying to do it in, Texas. I'm trying to like do this also like in other places. I really want to take the vibe that you will see when you're able to come. Yes. I really want to take that vibe and just spread the love. You know what I mean? And spread that shit.
Girl, you have my pussy over here feeling vibrational. I ain't even gonna lie this whole time. I'm excited. Like I just want to go and have these experiences.
I'm like, oh, she's like you smiling
because I already visualized everything. Now I'm coming with my whole bag down.
I'm trying to think
so much more confident.
Oh man! But I think one of the craziest experiences that I ever had. And it's actually a video that I cannot post on Instagram because I've had my page shut down 12 times. I'm on my 12th page and I can't lose it no more. So this was the first thing that ever got me like taken out and taken down. And it was a performance where it was just crazy. They were like doing sparks on homegirl and had like a chainsaw and the sparks was sparking on her coochie. And then they kind of put her in a little and then she kind of and I think that's what got me kicked off because we and then we and then like because you can't show kind of like no kind of.
Yeah, they trip on moaning. I'm figuring it out, but you could suck the fuck out of a dick and they will not trip.
Where have you sucked a dick on Insta?
I'll be sucking dicks on Instagram stories. But you gotta think, it all makes sense to me. That ASMR shit be sounding like dick sucking anyway. I don't think Instagram captures that or trips on that. So you could do.
Oh,
but if
so
they're
for me,
and all that, like they're gonna cancel you.
I don't know, my algorithm has already been hit so many times that I can't even post something to somebody else's.
Fuck.
Like I posted they were saying, it was like someone talking about their kink and how licking the armpits is a kink. And how, I fucking love that shit.
Talk about that.
I love that shit. And I said, if you lick my armpits, I'm going to put a lot of water on you. But I said it in another way.
Oh, okay.
I said it in another way where it was like, where, you know, it's like, I was like, I'm gonna try. And they kicked me off of Instagram for saying that. And I was like, yo, I had to like go say, I was just playing. It was a joke. It was a jokey joke. Like, so I'm very, very careful about the things that I post. But that video is such a great video. But like, yeah, it's like chainsaws and electric play and a bunch of shit that was going on that night. It was a crazy night where all the BDSM just ended up on the dance floor, like and everybody was just wilding. So that was a fun night. I've had, like every time it's something different.
Well, you've even had chainsaws, sparks flying on you and another woman's body. Like, is there anything that you haven't tried that you actually really want to try? Anal prolapse. You haven't done that?
I have not.
I'm so scared.
I have not done anal prolapse.
But they be making it so like it feel good.
I don't think I want prolapse, but I do love a big dig. I'm sure there's things that I haven't done.
Cause like, I don't know, girl.
Oh man.
That's a lot.
Like it's popping into my head. Like what is something?
Okay. How do you feel about fisting? That was actually in my notes.
I'm looking at somebody. Fisting. I have been fisted. Not all the time, but I do like fisting.
Okay.
Like, so if it happens, I'm usually so fucking turned on and we're already doing some nasty shit to get to fisting. We're doing something nasty because I usually don't go right into the sesh like, oh, we're going to have a fisting session. Like, that's not what I'm there for. But sometimes it can get crazy and like now your whole hand's there. I love that shit because it's just so, like I said, animal over the top, like King Kong my ass. Like, so if you fucking got your hand up, yeah, I'll do it. I won't say no to a fist. Have you done it before?
No.
Oh,
no, I've had a few fingers.
You gotta try it. I've had it like, I think I've had it like at least 4 or 5 times for sure.
I would do it in my ass.
Really? So you would do it in your ass before you would do it in your coochie?
Yeah, because I'm real, like, I sell my pussy. So I just feel like I want to keep the walls locked.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like, so that's why I've only done it like 5 times.
Yeah, because
we're not trying to take. I would never, ever, ever get fisted 24/7. I would never like that. Like, you know what I mean?
You said like sometimes you made it clear that ain't something you do all the time now.
No,
the walls come back together,
girl. And not even that. I'm not talking about my the outside. Like I just there's a lot of friction. Like a lot. Like
oh
big,
shit.
Like, yeah, nah. I think I would do it like sometimes, but I mean, to each their own. Everybody likes something different. Shit, some people like feet deep. I mean, some people like a little foot.
My toes.
Oh, thank you.
So, have you ever done anything with the feet?
I've licked toes. I've sucked toes. I love I love having my toes sucked. I've never had feet in me. I don't think I mean, depend on who asks.
Golden showers.
So I have I have been peed on. No. I peed on someone.
Okay.
I in the shower, like I've had somebody like pee on me, but like not like a full golden shower. I want to try, and I don't think that so my guilty dark like fetish. I would love to have somebody pee in me. If I didn't
had that.
Oh my God. Okay. So you didn't have nothing like, so first of all, did they have an issue like being hard and pissing at the same time? No.
This particular guy, no. But that's just my homie. He does go in the showers and he's peed in bitches multiple times. And then he peed in me.
Oh, okay. So
good.
I would love to try that just because I think I'm a hella squirter. So I'm like a hella squirter. So just like all that nasty wetness like everywhere, like I think I would definitely like to at least try it one time.
Yes.
At least one time.
I might have to send Tone to you. I know he for sure is a man who is able of doing that job. I've had other men not be able to do that.
Right, because it's like it turning it on.
He could be hard and empty.
Like, I'm like, oh, you know, smoke on it. But like it's the difficult level of how to do it. But I would definitely try it one time. I talked about it with multiple people that I've considered like trying to do it with. It's just like one of those things that have never happened.
Okay. I'll fire one up on you now.
Oh shit, yeah. Like I would I would love to have like I love fluid like threesomes with like men that are fluid, like that are either bisexual or just like heteroflexible. Like, you know, I enjoy that. I think I love just people that come to my events. If you have any kind of like you racist or something don't come. You're not gonna have a good time. We're for everybody. We're definitely for everybody Black. This is very, very, it's ran by a Black woman. Most of the vendors or people that you come encounter with are people of color. So you're going to be surrounded by folks. So if you have any kind of issue, don't come. If you have any kind of issue with, lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans folks, don't come. You're not going to have a good time. Cause I have is like a zero tolerance policy for bullshit. If you come into our space, cause at this point it's the community space. If you come into our space and you're trying to fuck up our vibe and you're trying to change what we've created, you gotta go and you'll go real quick. And that's just what it is.
That's good to know that there is that type of security, that protection. So there's anyone come on some hate shit.
Oh yeah.
Getting the fuck up out of there.
You're definitely gone. I've only had one person in almost 3 years that has done anything where I had to like literally like kick somebody out because they were like doing something like that wasn't like acceptable. But other than that, like I said, like I really am proud. Not only am like I'm happy about the community, like I'm proud of us. I'm proud of like the space that has been created.
Okay, first definitely. Another thing I want to talk about too. That I didn't get into yet with your loungewear. Because I know you do have kind of like a loungewear.
So that was a company actually that I model for. I model for different companies. Yeah. That was the people that I work with. Pretty cool. They're super dope. They have a lot of like kind of like goth gear. So I do modeling for different companies. I'm also like a brand ambassador for different companies. So I'm like multifaceted, you know, and I try to do different things.
All them bags.
I have my own company, you know, the eSpa LA. And that is basically the mothership of like all the things that I do, like whether it is like cultivating events, cultivating other people's events. I'm hired to teach subs, different things. I do all kinds of stuff. Right now, I'll be working on a video that will help people understand consent and help people to understand like boundaries with people, like, because a lot of times you'll get into situations where you don't know how to kind of speak up for yourself, or you don't know what's okay to say or what's not okay to say. So that's something that I'll be working on here pretty soon as well.
Okay, so that's where all your workshops are held at. It's at the E Spot, correct?
Yes, and the E Spot is kind of like wherever I am is the E Spot. So like it is we do not have a brick and mortar, so it is always like in different spaces. I have the place that I usually a studio in downtown LA that I have my classes out of, but for the events, like sometimes they'll be in Miami or be in Malibu. Ooh, like yes, let's speak Miami. Okay, I'm gonna speak Miami into the atmosphere, but like
I love Miami.
Sometimes they are in Malibu, sometimes they're in downtown LA, so they're just in different spaces.
Okay, for sure. Okay, guys, so I was wondering, because I was like, where is this E-Spot at? And it was like this mysteriousness going through my mind, and I was just like, I gotta find this place, though. I'm like, I don't know where the fuck is that. I'm like, well, you
found it.
Yeah, I so did, girl, because I'm pulling up. Like, I was like, yeah, so... Okay, that's cool though to know that you do move around. This is not just like one generalized location. So
correct.
It is important to make sure we're tapping in with you on the social media platforms.
Correct. So yeah, I have like the Facebook for the E Spot LA. I also have, you know, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all in the E Spot LA, and then E is for erotic on Instagram as well. Tantric Mistress E. That's me.
Did you have any questions for me? I know, like,
how long have you been doing this? Like, you
okay.
Yeah.
So I've been doing my podcast for a year now.
Nice.
As far as like doing this setup with interviews, for about 4 months.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How did you? What made you want to start really delving into other people's lives?
It was supposed to be a plan with me and my best friend. It was supposed to be kind of like a show like that. But, a lot of people let me down. And, I'm a believer in myself nowadays. I also believe in the universe. So I went through a really big like mind change. Right. But I just started feeling like I know I have a master plan. Maybe the universe just wants me to do this alone. Like, because one thing about me is like I always want to put somebody else on, and it's crazy because like it's always like the worst person that's so grimy, and sometimes the universe really show me like, cut a person off. So I decided, I'm the one with the business plan. This was my idea. I had it written down though too. This was a real plan that I put in the works. And I'm like, I'm not gonna let it go to waste because I'm already seeing it. I'm dreaming it now. This gonna go. Like, I don't know when or how, but it's gonna go.
Always believe in yourself. Like always, always, always. When I first like came to a couple different people. Like when I first had the idea, because originally I was just like, oh, I just want to have workshops. Like I just want to do a workshop. I want to teach people. And people were like, Erika, that'll never work. Like, that'll never work. I heard that multiple times. So people are going to tell you that'll never work. But if you have this like desire, like if you have this thing that like is in your heart that's driving you, what is it going to hurt for you to put your all into it for a few years or something to see if you can create your master plan, the thing that's going to make you like happy and fulfill you? Cause like I've been trying to say we only have like one time that we're here. And why not fill it with things that are joyful to us?
And I love my podcast, and it's crazy how once I started getting into it and started thinking more of doing this for myself, not for my friend, I was kind of like, well, shit, like, I do know how to write my ass off. I've been doing that forever. I can like do my blog. So now I do like a lot of sex fantasy stuff, and I really want to start tapping more back into that. But I'm also working on so many things.
Ooh, like what did we meet in sex fantasy, like and how? Like
so currently, I've been talking more just about. Okay, so
I'm like, give me one. Hold on.
Okay, about sex fantasy. Okay, so I had a crush on my leasing manager in the office. So I basically had this like whole fantasy, and I thought the fantasy was so lit in my mind of just being in the office, bent over, like fucking him. So I decided to actually make like a parlay about that, and I wrote about that experience. I also recorded that as well. But
that's so fun.
Yeah,
did you ever tell him that you did it?
He knows because he follows me, and then like so it's just been crazy since.
So did it happen?
No.
Oh, okay.
He really cares about his job, I think. So but don't get me wrong. Like, I think he might want some. Yeah, I think he. Honestly,
but he's like more professional.
And it's me being a podcaster too. I think too. It's kind of like a lot. I get it. Like it's been really hard for me dating right now. Like with
it's
this
not
podcast.
easy. I'm single. It's not easy. I don't know. Well, one, you meet a lot of people. Like you meet like so many people at one time, right?
Yeah.
So like if you're meeting a lot of people at one time, and like people already kind of come at you with this like whole thing that they know you. Like oh, I know you, girl. Like that's probably like that's my like but in reality, they don't know you like that well. Like they don't know like your struggles. They don't know the real side of this light that you shine on Instagram or shine on your social media pages, because we all have to have that light. So a lot of times it's hard to find someone that can deal with both things, like the real you. It's hard to find a real love.
Girl, I was just with the dude that I lost my virginity with. Like,
oh wow,
talking about like 16 plus years of knowing this man, and we lasted about a week, and our feet and fell all the way off. I thought he was going to like low key be the one for me, like, and he just really just disappointed me. I'm not even heartbroken. I'm just disappointed.
16 years, and then you finally got it in 1 week. It was all it lasted. But
that's
you know
all
what?
I needed. I gotta stop running it back with my exes, because I didn't used to love myself either. I think my choices in men, not saying he's just a horrible guy.
Right.
But like I think my choices now, I mean, I know what I want now, but I think the man that I want now, requires me also to have a lifestyle change. I'm living a life where it's like, I can't really expect a man to just accept and, understand it, unless I'm thinking at this point, dating outside my race. I really want a white man or a different race man. I love black men though.
Right. No,
but
and
I'm frustrated.
I love black men. I've dated outside of my race before. I was married to someone outside of my race, so I don't think that there's anything wrong with being with anybody outside of your race. But
black dick is the best. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Say it one time in your chest. Because I really had your chest ain't nothing like a black dick. Oh man, like hit you like in your soul, in your heart. And so like it would be real hard because I was like, man, could I just also because I'm totally onto this like mental thing. Like, yeah, I mean, you never know. You never know what's going to happen and who's out there for you. But, I mean, never, totally sell yourself short or think that something is unattainable. So go for who the fuck you want. And if he got I love, like, hard dick. Like just
girl,
hard.
Me too. You gotta whip it out. It's nice and hard with the veins bulging out of them. I like some veins on mine.
With the vein. Like, so I always want a dick that wants me. Like, you know what I mean? Like when that shit like is, hey, like before you even is like really on that time.
Yeah, you just like, looking at me, dick hard.
That's a special thing. Like I love it.
I'm gonna tell you off camera.
Oh, okay.
No, it has something to do with the situation. Oh,
I love it. Tell me.
Yeah, girl. I think we're ready to wrap on up.
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure you check out my girl Erika on the gram at
E is for erotic or the E spot LA.
Yes, period. And I hope y'all enjoyed this realness. I'll catch y'all on the next parlay.